What it is, YouTube fam? Welcome back to another reaction. We finna react to the death of Big JOOK. Setting that's covering it. Isn't that Big JOOK right there? Yup, Big JOOK, young dog, young guy. I'm even fucking up right now. So I guess the only reason why JOOK is at this funeral is because he know this person. Because JOOK and Young Dolph ain't finna show up to no funeral in Memphis, just like that.
They don't want to face you, they want to snake you. Stay alert to stay alive. Watch your back at all times.
This nigga know he was finna dead. Finna leave Earth.
Put snakes on the
You
plate.
can't just post that shit.
R.P. Young, Las Vegas, Eric, legendary kingpin.
Oh, that's who.
You back to that story.
So I guess that's who was in the casket, and I'm assuming that's the person they talking about that's married to their aunt.
We told you about off the top of the broadcast a deadly shooting in Hickory Hill with connections to Memphis rapper Yo Gotti. Fox 13's Lakia Scott.
But you can't tell me this shit. You can't tell me this shit is not over Young Dolph not only not signing with Yo Gotti, but smashing someone he was with. You can't tell me that shit. All this shit started because of that shit.
Joins us live tonight from St. Francis Hospital. That's where the victims were taken. Lakia, what were you able to find out? Good evening to you.
Good evening, Daniel. Well, at least 5 police sources have confirmed with Fox 13 that the person killed is Anthony Mims, also known as Big JOOK. Now, Big JOOK is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti. Now, we were at that scene earlier tonight. Police say 2 men were shot outside Perion's restaurant and event center around 4:15. Now, that's on Winchester near Kirby. According to the Memphis Police Department, the victim was inside a vehicle at the time and was brought here to St. Francis Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. Now, I'm also learning there was a second person who was shot and was also taken to the hospital. It has not been confirmed who the second person is, but we do know it is a man, and he
Probably his security guard.
He was airlifted to Regional 1 in critical condition. Now, the Memphis Police Department spoke with us today in a press conference. Let's listen.
We're analyzing, but we don't have a clear suspect identified at this time. But we know that a weapon was used, a firearm was used in this incident.
Obviously.
We do feel like the individual that was shot was possibly targeted by the suspect.
Can you tell us whether one of the victims was Yo Gotti's brother?
I can't confirm anything yet.
Now, again, at least 5 police sources confirmed with Fox 13 that the person killed is Anthony Mims, also known as Big JOOK. Big JOOK, again, is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti. Now, according to police, there is at least 1 shooter, but there may be more involved.
Now, for those of you who are wondering, why in the world
Bovine
was they there, and
Bovine,
how does this make sense, the story I'm about to tell y'all? Well, let me set it up for y'all before we get it.
So Bovine is married to Young Dolph's aunt.
To the details.
That's why they there.
Eric Bovin obituary. Eric E. Bovin, 63 years old, recently passed away on Sunday, December 31st, 2023. Wake will be held on Friday, January 12, 2024. and 24 at NJ Ford and Sons Funeral Home, 12S Parkway W, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Services will take place on Saturday, January 13th, 2024 at Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church, 70 in Bellevue Boulevard at 11 a.m. Burial will follow at Serenity Funeral Home, 2638 Sycamore View.
For those of you who are wondering why Yo Gotti was at the repast, was not at the repast, was at the funeral, it's simple. Yo Gotti got on a plane after he left the funeral because there was rumors that the flights were going to be grounded from Memphis due to the inclement weather, aka the snow. So today and tomorrow is supposed to snow in Memphis. That's why he left and went back to the A. Big Jook was going to leave in a couple of days, but obviously that ain't going to happen. With that being said, I know y'all conspiracy theories.
I don't know about no conspiracy theory. He should have just leave. Because guess what? He's public enemy #1, dog.
Stuff like that, everything like that. And I know. Y'all gonna say, oh no, he had him sacrifice and all that crap and everything like that. No, Gotti got on a plane and he left because of the weather in Memphis. Now, if y'all want to say that Yo Gotti can control the weather and all that stuff and everything like that, I got nothing for you. The stuff that Yo Gotti raps about, that's the Bovin family and Big Jook's life. Big Jook is the person that Yo Gotti is pretending to be on wax. They are the ones who are what Yo Gotti wanted to be. They took the money and they funded it into Yo Gotti's music career, and that's why the C word, the CMG, stands for what it stands for, because that's who funded it. Pardon me. Now, Eric was married to Yo Gotti and Big Jook's auntie Janet, and that's where the connection comes from them being married. The Bovin family last little crime spree, whatever and stuff like that, ended in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, with their son being arrested for running a crazy ring out there. I can't say the D word because it's too early into the video. So basically, here's what happened. There were some dudes sitting at the very back aisles or the pews, whatever you want to call them. And they were just sitting there.
Don't tell me them niggas was in the fucking funeral, dog. Them niggas was in the funerals? Boy, them niggas ain't playing.
Subsequently, they left.
There's a couple settings people gonna catch you in. Club setting. A regular party setting. Wake. Funeral. Memorial.
Before everybody, and they waited in the car. Now, what I'm about to tell y'all, the police already know. There's a ton of people who can vouch for this that were at the funeral, and they're going to come out and say it later on. So there were some dudes sitting in the back aisles, and what ends up happening is they leave early. Once they leave early, they see Big Jook and his mama get into a car. The mom gets into the back, and Big Jook was on the passenger side. So that's why y'all see where he's laid out at, because once
they hit up the front,
they fired them shots, he fell out the car once they obviously opened up the door.
I don't care. Young Dolph might be, my bad. Yo Gotti might be, what they say, he ain't gonna do nothing, but any nigga would do something once their mama passed. Good thing mama wasn't out of here, boy.
They almost killed Yo Gotti's mama. I don't want y'all to know that part. When they got to shooting, when dude ran up and started busting and everything like that and getting Big Jook, Yo Gotti's mama opened up the door and ran away. This will all later come out. What I'm telling you is 1,000% facts.
Them niggas gunning.
With that being said, bro, Yo Gotti can't do anything. I know that's
obviously not. If you do anything, you know how much eyes on him right now?
Not what y'all want to hear. Yo Gotti can't put a bag on nobody's head, because who can Yo Gotti trust? The person he could trust was his brother. I 100% believe, not that I know, I believe that Big Jook was going to end up going to jail for the murder of Young Dolph, having an association as far as conspiracy to commit murder, because that's what putting a bag on somebody's head is. Well, also hiring a hit too. But Gover Hernandez is 100% now going to be able to snitch on Big Jook and get lighter sitting.
Yeah, because he out of here.
Yo Gotti had nothing to do with the murder of Young Dolph. His brother did. His brother put the money up. Now, the people who did it, there are a ton of rumors that's going by that. Basically, there was a six-figure deal on six-figure bag on Young Dolph's head, but only 40 bands of that got dropped when Young Dolph
They
got
want
killed.
the 60. They want the other 60 or 60 plus.
They wanted that money back, and they know that Govan Hernandez was a plug, basically. Big Jook gave the money to Govan. Govan fed his youngins, and that's how that went. But there's still 60 bands that's missing.
See?
With that being said, bro, Yo Gotti can't do anything. Because if he does, he's going straight to jail. It's sad what
Obviously.
happened, but this is the streets, bro.
Facts.
Big Jook
Facts.
should have had far more security than that. And Big Jook didn't know he was being stalked and hunted and watched. They would have killed.
Bro, when you kill a nigga that's loved, that's actually loved, dog, you gotta look out. You gotta look over your shoulder. I don't care how untouchable you think you are, bro. Young Dolph was loved, bro. No cap.
Yo Gotti ass as well if he would have showed up with Big Jook.
Cause I listened to the $1 Million Worth of Game, right? I'm not finna sit here and say, oh, I was bumping Young Dolph all the time. Nah. I know a couple Young Dolph songs. I ain't gonna cap. But listen to his $1 Million Worth of Game and listen to his life story, man. I grew a certain amount of respect for that nigga. That nigga made it on his own, dog. You see what I'm saying? Nah. Shout out to that nigga.
But I don't think Gotti
He
would
fed
have
his
operated
people.
like that, bro.
What's really hood when I'm through the hood?
Man, all I gotta say is R.I.P. Dolph. You hear me? R.I.P. Dolph, fam. All this shit wouldn't have started if you only get big fellow out of here. Boy, listen, like, comment, subscribe. Catch you on another one. Peace.